get along.
Hello and welcome to yet another great flood here in Allen Park. 3 weeks to the day where we had another deluge. This one only took just over 2 inches at Metro, and this is what you have at Southfield and Euclid. There's little rapids through there, and then it's onto the street. And this is a flood-prone area they're well aware of. But there's a few things they probably could do, like blowing up that bridge. It's a nature preserve. A lot of the ducks and so forth will hang out here. So Southfield Freeway right there. And Forrest Gump, I'm not sure. It was hard to get it in focus before Gump. Yeah, so maybe Forrest, but I would move your vehicle. I don't know. This was still early in the day, and we had a pretty good run, but not like thunderstorms, but yeah, it goes over to the other side here. There's just 2 corrugated like straw tubes that go under this road, and then it continues on, but certainly at flood stage it's overflowing the banks. And this, yeah, 2 inches in a short time span. That's what's critical or key. If it comes in a short time span, then you have this kind of thing. So Euclid Falls there as it goes over the curb. Maybe you could put a power generator. But, this is not a laughing matter at all, though. We have to look at developing floodplains and question whether we just tell people, like, we'll give you a fair market value and you have kind of like a retention basin, you put up berms and whatever, but to agree on anything probably is going to be the most difficult of things to do, but we know a lot of it can be done with infrastructure, but then it's like, who pays for all that? And everyone's all for it until you have to open up the pocketbook. So here at Hanover Street, now I have particular attention to this, unfortunately, because back in the day, when I came back from Gray's Hospital, was out in 24083 Hanover for like 6.5 years. And I remember back in the day when it would rain pretty good, there would be people out here in the street with like a rowboat. And I thought that was, oh, wow, look at that. It's like a lake on our street. But, yeah, if your car's out there, it's not cool. And then this was trash day, so now it's trash on everybody's lawn. Here, it hasn't met capacity yet. There's still like a foot there, and this is going under Telegraph, certainly a major thoroughfare, and you don't want to stop traffic on Telegraph. But yeah, I don't know what you do to these vehicles that are waterlogged like that. But yeah, the trash containers, yeah, they float for a while, then they turn sideways, and then all the stuff inside floats out, and yeah, it's a big, big mess. Last time it was on trash day, too. It was like deja vu happening all over again kind of thing. But my parents, yeah, I keep showing them this. My dad remembers, certainly, he remembered the address on Hanover, and my parents live in Pompano Beach, Florida. But yeah, we moved in, I think we were all trying to guess the summer of 1966. And we moved to Edgewood Street in Dearborn. But yeah, that flooding has been an issue at Hanover and Courier and whatnot. Okay, attacking it from a different angle here, I wanted to see the bridge that goes over the Ecorse Creek. They call it a creek, except when it rains a lot, then it becomes a river. Yeah, and it was still raining. It was a little persistent through the course of the day. Now, they had the warning signs up. Yeah, there's just happens too often. I think it was 3 times last year, and then June 25th, 26th, Saturday was the worst flooding. Those are nice flowers. It's a nice neighborhood. You just feel sorry for these people, and it's like, okay, what to do? We'll have to have that honest conversation about infrastructure. Maybe we clean out the Ecorse Creek a little bit more, widen it, dig it out, put some berms, buy back some houses. They've done that on Hanover before, on the other side of Telegraph, over by like Pardee, I believe. Okay. And we'll see in a little bit, Channel 4 will be out here. That's the bridge that goes across the creek. I'll get a view of that the following day. I'll make a return visit on Saturday. But I used to take that bridge when I went to like first grade or nursery school, whatnot. Yeah, it would have been first grade. Yeah. Okay. And the water comes up really fast. There's the logo, and it looks like there's incorporated 1963. I think they've updated that logo since. But several blocks north of the creek still were affected, and Powers and Telegraph. And that backed up traffic too. I don't know if they want you to say shitty coolers. And I think they're playing on words. Yeah, well, this was later in the day, and it's just getting progressively worse. And I should have put a break in the action there, but Channel 4's out here. And this is like their go-to area, the network. Sometime 2, 4, and 7 are all out here. And just showing, it happened again. It's an easy shot because they can take Telegraph right down, make a right-hand turn at Hanover, and as long as you don't go too far in, it's a good spot where you can get your video. You can get here by Smart Bus. No, they talked a couple years ago at Annapolis High School. I know about all this because I went to the meeting, and they talked about a retention basin that they want to put up there at Inkster and Powers, where the waste treatment plant was. Okay, now the water's it's getting close. It's higher. Still a little room there. But yeah, things are greener than green with all this rain. Yeah, it's just, it goes through this way too much, way too often. So see, Ecorse Creek, and are you kidding? The north branch of Ecorse Creek, and then south branch, and they meet at Council Point Park in Lincoln Park, and it's the Ecorse River when it goes from Ecorse into the Detroit River. But we have a lot of runoff, mainly probably from the roads. And if the creek can't handle it, the next thing, I guess, is it starts backing up into your basements. Not good. Now it's reached maximum capacity here. It's like swirling around. Oh, well, this time at Inkster and Van Born. I don't know what that thing is. They got a solar panel. And you got a vine thing. Yeah, things are really green. But at the expense of, yeah, it's just too much. And they were talking about drought, drought, drought. We need the rain. It's like, stop it already. Yeah, so it's overflowing its banks. And then here on Van Born, uh, between Taylor on the south and Dearborn Heights on the north, there's, well, the SUVs, people were a little daring. This car made it through, but then has some issues. But the pickup trucks, they didn't seem phased in the least. So we'll watch them do their thing right here on Van Born Road, just west of Beach Daily. Yeah, the polar bear can sell your ice or sell you some ice. They're a pretty good salesperson. But yeah, watching these, they're daring. They tell you turn around, don't drown. But yeah, Van Born and Felrath, and Taylor has the blue signs for the residential streets. Oh, check out here. The cavalry has arrived. Yes. Geez, good thing I know how to swim. My Lord, had to get out of the way there. But yeah, I wouldn't have tried this in my Focus. But yeah, this guy probably is having fun. I think that's what the part of it is. Just like. Oh, this is the big paint can. I love this thing. Larger than life. This place is for sale. There's the number. But yeah, right on the corner, the southeast corner of Van Born and Beach Daily. So talk about urban planning. What do we do with that big paint can? But yeah, it's reached capacity here. It's kind of like a damming action. But yeah, just north of the creek here at Amherst, you can see the high water mark. It's receding now because the trash made it up that far, and then it's going down. So, and the police were checking up. I think that's the new logo. City with the future. So I live in Dearborn Heights. Yeah, there's a farm building, looks like a church, and then a house. This is the central business district for the western side. Okay. So, yeah, unfortunate that it happened again. Okay, now this is the bridge I remember as a kid. My mom and dad, I don't know. My mom probably remembers it, but I had to cross this to and fro each day en route to school, as did my older sister. But, yeah, looking down the creek, it's receded somewhat, but, yeah. You can see, and the lovebirds were here earlier, so they left their mark. That's something that's probably be around with us forever, right? But, yeah, so crossing over the creek, and then I'll get over back to Hanover Street. I'm heading south here, but there's still water big pond here, but it's nice to see it receding. But all right, so here looking up the street, and then Dad 24083. That's it there. So that's where we lived, at that house, and the water's still pooled up in front of the street. So I don't know what you did for parking the car, Dad. A lot of people park over like in the Aldi area. There's a church back there too, and a spare lot. But yeah, this corner's sunken in, and I don't know. We need our top flood engineers on this one, and I'm sure there's people that go to school and study all this kind of stuff. So we need to take this a scientific approach to this. You can see the water line by the trash up there, but yeah, this is a nice bridge. I think they've redone it since I was a kid. Okay, then quickly, this is Saturday morning, the 17th, but I went to a soup kitchen they have over here, or it's a place to help people that have a little need, so they help them in various ways. So we'll take a peek around, but this is the Brightmoor neighborhood, and this is Outer Drive, a nice, well, it's an outer drive, but it's a boulevard. There's a nice hill up there, but yeah, the Brightmoor neighborhood, a lot of people haven't shown it too much love in the past. It's kind of looked down upon, but I think there's a ton of opportunity. There's some solid brick homes right here on Outer Drive. This side, I don't know if this property's available or not. They kind of have a sidewalk, kind of don't, on the eastern side. Just north of 96, that's Schoolcraft. But I wanted to walk down here because I saw this sign when I was driving up Outer Drive, Detroit High. So Brightmoor, well, they have their creed, so that's what they believe in, a healthy future for humanity. That's a noble goal. So it's a nonprofit founded by Timothy, co-founded by Timothy and Nicole. And so they're on Facebook, and their email, and that's Twitter. So they have a habitat that's good for bees. So I was trying to see where the bees might have been sleeping or something. I didn't see too many. Or they're making honey right now. That's probably, yeah, that's what they're doing. They're making honey. Bee-friendly certified. Pollinator partnership. So yeah, bees are good. Definitely good. And so I'm wondering, they have their habitat, but yeah, I wanted to see where their hangout was. And I think this is where they do the honey business kind of thing. So there's a slot there on the top, but then there's one on the side too. So I wasn't going to get too all close. They have a rain collection system here, which is nice. So they got a roof, and then that gutter feeds down into this nice thing. It holds the water. And then they got a hose hooked up to that, and I would imagine the pressure is good enough that they can water their garden. Okay, so there's Schoolcraft, I-96, and right at Jason Street, I think of that Halloween, right, Jason? But he's probably using the chainsaw for good things, chopping up wood. But dog houses, and it looks like picnic tables for sale, possibly. I didn't see a price. But look how wide Outer Drive is. This is West Outer Drive, but it's interesting if you follow Outer Drive around. It's like a horseshoe around the city, kind of like West and East Grand Boulevard, but that's a smaller horseshoe. This is Frances, and I'm gonna let her call her garden all the things she's got planted. Okay. Do you want to, I think that's lettuce here. And
no, that's not lettuce, that's mustard greens.
Mustard greens?
Mm-hmm. I grew from seeds.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. These are eggplant.
Okay.
We got some
Beets.
red beets. We got carrots. I gotta get these grassy plants out of here. We got okra.
Okra? Okay, I've never seen that one before, but good.
Yeah, we got black eyed peas that I grew from seed. The carrots and the okra and the eggplant and the black eyed peas and the cantaloupe down there I grew all from seeds.
Okay.
And the sunflowers.
Sunflowers?
Sunflowers. That's a sunflower, sunflower. And they were all grown from seeds. We got some strawberry plants there. You see a strawberry?
Okay.
Green bean. And then I have collards, collard greens.
Okay.
We have some peppers, some hot peppers and some bell peppers there.
Oh, you even got one pepper.
Yeah.
Look at that. Okay.
Yeah, I got a assorted variety of tomatoes here. Over here, I have some sweet potato vines.
Are they going to grow up the fence then?
I'm gonna trail them up the fence because they do grow a lot. Because the potatoes grow underground, I'm gonna trail those up the fence. I have some marigolds in here to keep the bugs out.
Marigolds keep the bugs away?
Yeah, it helps to. Yeah, these are broccoli. A couple of varieties of broccoli.
And I know you got corn.
Yes, it's my corn. And
you got more than a dozen things.
I have some yellow squash over here that's growing. That's the yellow squash. And there's some watermelon under there somewhere, and some cucumber plants over there.
Oh, yeah, those you can run up the fence.
Yeah. They gave everyone opportunity to say if they wanted to garden or not. And each person's plot is theirs, and it's
Good. There's 3 of them. Wow. And so they ate everything, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had to put up the fence there because the neighborhood deer would just figure breakfast, lunch, dinner at the garden, and so yeah, the fence works. Here, this is nice if you need to take a shower. This is convenient, a mobile shower. So this is how they do it. So sharing love by providing mobile showers to those in need. So yeah, very nice. Yeah, this is the first time I was here, so I was checking it out. Little free library. So I like the garden thing too. That's a big bonus. And then they got a clothing store and like a pantry and all that. Let's listen here.
Like 10 minutes, a big bag, and someone to help you shop.
Okay.
Big and tall.
Big and tall,
Yeah.
or DXL, something.
Oh yeah, they did switch it. It is
Okay.
DXL.
Yeah,
I'm
we
sorry.
get a lot of things from them when people,
Okay. And like everything's free, which is good. But people that are in need and they don't have the money, people are willing to help. Sometimes you just have to know kind of where to ask. But they know this is open every Saturday from 8 to 11. So they got some of their programs. So this is in Brightmoor, and there's a lot of good things to help people out in the city. But Brightmoor's it needs some help, but we'll have to look at the urban planning aspect of Brightmoor. I think there's a lot of opportunities. There's already a lot of cleared land. You could buy some property and get like a double or triple lot and build your own place. Put up your own security cameras and put a moat around your property or whatnot. But yeah, just south of Fenkell or 5 Mile. Well, right now I'm at that intersection. So there's a lot of storefront churches too. So Lasser on the north end, till it hits Outer Drive. Outer Drive turns into Losser, but, well, you'd have to look at a map. I knew about this soup kitchen. This is right on Fenkel. And so they have meals one day or another, I'm not sure. All wet laundry or AL wet. Okay, just later in the day, we finally got rid of the rain and the skies kind of cleared, and Tigers had a makeup doubleheader. The prior day, the whole doubleheader was canceled entirely because Friday was a washout. But Saturday, they had a game at 1 and then another one at like 6. So I had time. I bought my ticket, but I had time before the gates would open. They said, what was it, 4:30. The gates for Comerica Park would open. This is a great parking garage, the Z. There's a lot of great artwork in that building. Here, looking at the alley, there's the Well. It's a drinking establishment. Next door is the Baltimore, and they have a grill. But, yeah, this is from the deck of the old Shillelagh, and it's been a while since I've been here. I've never seen this deck before, so this is nice to see this. Ford Field off in the distance, but then I think Hot Sam's sold their location. They're developing that property there. So there was a crane. There's the Penobscot building. This is the building I think King Kong would love to climb. Love that. I love it. You know, we all have our favorites. I like the Penobscot. And then Deluxe Bar and Lounge. 1 spot per customer, please. So they have rules here. And so, just like you're okay like where you are, but if you leave, then you can't be like at 2 places at one time. So you kind of like leave that other spot and someone else can grab it. Is basically, I think, what they're saying. Here, the nice woodcut on the back of the chairs. And they have like a little entertainment, like a dance area. This is the some risque art. This is for mature audiences only, please. If you're not mature enough for this show, well then, yeah, switch that dial. Here's some nice murals. This one in the heat of 2020, doing that all up. But yeah, on the side of the building, artwork always works out. And then there's, I had to get outside to get the Hemi. And then in the foreground here, a Silverado. And I don't know if this is a special, like, Spider edition or what they would call that trim package. I've always liked this, the Temple of Oddfellows. I think most guys could join a temple like that. We're all odd in some way, shape, or form. Here, look at the beehive. It's a nice detail on the side of the building. Then when the sun's like setting in the west, you get that angle. Look at that smart-looking building. This one's for lease. I think it was a hair shop for a while. Then what are happening on the upper floors there? So urban planning can be done building by building, block by block, district by district. So here's my ticket, 6:10 p.m., and I like taking the detour. I do. Don't like to necessarily have a planned route, whatever kind of floats my boat, just go that way. Birds aren't real. I disagree. I got a bird feeder in front of my house. I know they're real. Here's a mural, and is this Stevie, a Detroit fan? Randolph Park. It's kind of slow in this neighborhood right now. It doesn't look like any of the restaurants are open, so there's still some residual pandemic issues that have to be resolved. Nothing's like full-blown open kind of thing. It's like things are getting back, but having fans at the Comerica Park to watch the Tigers is a good start. Music hall. And then Century and the Gem. This was quite a craziest thing. And at the time, who knows, it still might hold a record. It was the largest building move. They lifted that whole structure up and moved it. It was right on Woodward Avenue, and they kind of, wait a second, how did they do that? They moved the that bar too. I'm gonna have to rethink this. $20 for parking, but the MGM Grand Casino is free, so that's what I do. We're pretty much in sync. There's a little parallax kind of thing. If I was perfect, yeah, close to being spot on. All right, but yeah, the gates were open and they had a promotion, so you really wanted to be one of the first 10,000 fans. And this is where I came. I wanted this Detroit roots, established 1901. That's the Tigers, and this was a promotion, DTE Energy. I wish they would have put DET and then .com, because that's the website. If you want to see what my latest show, just go to DET.com and I'll have a link there to YouTube. Here, even look at the storm grades. They got the Detroit Tigers logo. Al Kaline, he a complete superstar who could hit, catch, throw. He did it all. But he roamed out in right field, but not here at Tiger Stadium. You need credentials to get in here, but these are the people that do the center field cameras, so they got to wear dark clothing so they kind of blend in, don't distract the hitters. They have a new booth there for hard seltzer, and it was a summer bash kind of thing, promotion. So originally scheduled just one game, but with the rain out the day before, they had the doubleheader. But not like in the old days where you could see two for the price of one. They cleared the whole stadium out, and then you get open the gates back again. But they're doing the field prep. I had some time to 5:03. The game's going to start around 6:11. So the post game, you could get a late drink, the Tin Roof, like the logo, but live music joint. And they have live music on the first floor. Here's the balcony. This is really nice. Look how many people are up there. Just right behind is Central United Methodist. But then a nice, our AstroTurf area, but then they have a stage. And yeah, let's listen. They're handing out the shirts there, so they still have some, but yeah, once 10,000 are gone, and I was surprised they had different sizes. But one guy that was watching next to me said, "Is that Garth Brooks?" I said, "No, I don't think so, but who knows? Who knows?" There was some drummer boys down here. I love these guys, but they decided to take a break. The world's headquarters for Little Caesars Pizza. My friend said they made the windows to look like pizza slices. It's like, I get it. That is so cool. That's a whale of a building, and then behind there, the Stott building and the Penobscot. But yeah, here's the guys that were drumming, and they had the whole apparatus. the whole hookup. But yeah, I just didn't time that one out right. But they're doing the field prep, so I'm gonna take a tour around the stadium. So here they're doing some little touch up here, a little cleanup at home plate. Look at all that. Then you have an escalator that can take you up from ground level up to the upper deck. Tom Timmerman? Yeah, I remember him. I do. I remember the 70s. Some of the 70s. Not all of it. Here, the carousel. Well, it wasn't working. Not everything was up to speed quite yet. But the food court was open. So they had fries. Farm dairy thing. Probably chocolate milk. Hot dogs. Mexican. Burgers. All the staples. Greek. What else could you possibly want? And then a party plaza up that way. Then they had a big bar there. Now, this was like a promotional thing. Pause. And so the kids like doing the selfies and whatnot. So the parents, yeah, check this out. Lance Parrish and Steve Kemp, I believe. And this youngster wasn't quite sure about pause, but yeah, at that age, who wouldn't be scared of that big furry thing? What's going on with that? Probably doesn't quite equate that the fact there's someone behind there, but here now, good thing he's concentrating, but there's a commercial where the guy that was striping the lines wasn't paying attention. I think it was Geico car insurance. And yeah, if you don't get the foul lines right, people will notice. And they got even hosed down the area for the catcher and the pitcher to converse. They used to be all grass, but now they got a path. Okay, got to remove the base. So, yeah, he got there just in the nick of time. Get out of the way. Don't slow him down. Oh, yeah. He's even going to fan him so he doesn't get too hot or whatnot. Yeah. That must be laser beam honed or something. It's like there's some kind of gauge or guide. There's something embedded. Yeah, this guy's checking. Yeah, you got to bring it right to this point here. I'm going to see this thing through. I figure I went this far with it. You know, I want to give you the complete thing. All righty then, game on. Well, not quite yet. At 5:22, it starts at 6:11. Oh, geez, still got some time. This is like a family thing, so young kids get indoctrinated at an early age. It's depending how early you want to bring your kid to the ballpark, but you'll find that after a while, your kids probably will enjoy it. So baseball will get in their blood. That was like the laser or the radar thing, whatever, say how fast. And then they got a little garden bucket to sprinkle the home plate area. DTE, but DET.com is another site you should check out. That'll be like all things Detroit. This is like the dugout area in through there. A lot of kids were checking that out, probably hoping for players to come by and get an autograph or the like. See the superstars. And Detroit's starting to get some young, promising players that are, they're exciting to watch because they work hard, try hard, have some enthusiasm, and it looks like they're having fun. Here's some mega cameras here. The camcorder I have cannot compare. Here, I'll be frank, $7. Now, if you're like a member of the club, the prices are a little cheaper. I thought that was like a senior discount, but it's like if you join a special Detroit Tiger Club. Then this, well, you get visual and audio, but your olfactory senses, yeah, you're not getting that. But those almonds smell awesome. And here, like, yeah, they're signing autographs back here, so that's kind of nice. Give a thrill to a youngster. Just across the way is where the Lions play. And then just a little moon action here. The camcorder's having a little trouble. It's like there's not too much definition, but it's like a half a moon there. I'm going to go with half full. Not half empty, because I think it's a waxing moon. So it's en route to the full moon. There's some drummer people. There's the GM Global headquarters. Yeah, it's a good time actually to walk around the stadium before the game starts. You have more of the ability to move around unimpeded. The big scoreboard out here in left field, my evil twin says, yeah, let's see where I'm supposed to sit. It's a $24 ticket. It's considered a premium seat. Okay, row 17, then seat 14. So seat 14, this is me right here. So I'm going to sit down just for a split second and see what kind of view I had. There's a crane. So urban planning action, that's the TCF Bank. It's going to be their headquarters in Detroit. But yeah, I'm out here in the left field grandstand area. Kirk Gibson, he's in the broadcast booth today. Mickey Lolich. This was kind of neat. They do this like with the soccer things where they'll have a player and walk out with a youngster. So I think these youngsters are from the Police Athletic League. And if you've been to the corner lately, boy, they're having a lot of fun at the old stomping grounds. They have a lot of games going on there. And what a thrill that would be to play at Tiger Stadium, the corner. The Ferris wheel's not open. But just up on the upper deck here, there's a big church there. Just kind of the velodrome. This is like a lot of fun if you've never checked out inside that. That's on. They had a big story on Channel 7 earlier this week. Here's some drummer people, yeah. I think that was Jim Leland, but yeah, look at all the, it was like a fan appreciation, and then some hombres, I don't know, it wasn't Mexican Fiesta night, but they do have a night for that.
And being a part of this special occasion, thank you that we're now all back together.
So
these phones are just so awesome to get your bearings and where you're at. I just rave enough. I'm like, yeah. That's the Detroit Athletic Club, and that's been a couple years they've had that nice exclusive penthouse deck out there, yeah. They get kind of like the Wrigley Field kind of thing. They get a peek inside the stadium. So I don't know how that all works out, but this is the clubhouse before the game. They were all loose, and a bunch of people on the dugout jumping around and getting the crowd all riled up. But game on, it's 6:11:31. First pitch was around 79, 80 degrees. There's the David Stott Tower. It's like a wedding cake, but there's several layers there, but tall and narrow. This young families and stuff, I don't know if that's proper protocol. We'll let that go, though. Ernie, I love Ernie here. The Tigers broadcasting legend for 42 seasons. That's just incredible. 42 seasons. And I swear, I listened to him as a kid, and man, it's the 1901 Society. If you join that, you get a better deal. Oh, I love onions. She just put a whole bag of onions, and mix them in with the peppers. I could do just that. And there's the almonds again. Well, the Twins took a 1-0 lead in the first, but right here by the fair pole. We had a runner on first. We were trying to get that run back, and people thought maybe, but I don't know. It was foul somewhere. And swing and a miss, but that was still just the first inning. Here, I thought this was maybe a piggy bank, but it's not. They're just a warning sign to keep off. Don't even think about it. Then some draft beer. Looking at the different names, I got one here. I really like the Sloppy Woppy. That's the best one. I mean, what's in a name, right? But, yeah, if I had to choose one. But, no, they got the crap beers. Here's the opponents for the Lions. I was running out of battery juice. I actually went there to get the T-shirt, and I knew I was going to kind of walk around and get a view of the downtown area. So here, this is a private club. I haven't been asked to join quite yet, but I'm sure the invitation's probably in the mail, wink, wink. No, these are like the movers and players and decision makers kind of thing. It's a pretty neat club. But Detroit's on the rebound, so stop in Detroit in the name of love. Yeah, there's some shit going down now. I decided to try this, a glass of 2019 vintage. Never been inside this place. It's the Royce, if you can see that kind of like backwards. But they have an upper level, which is kind of neat. And then a nearby building, it's like these, God, I'm talking too fast, detour. These things are popular. Then Thornetta Davis. Yeah, this was at Beacon Park. And Thornetta Davis, she's a local legend and probably becoming more of a national spotlight kind of person. But she does the blues in Detroit. She's the blues queen. But we have a good music scene in the city. Little Caesars Arena, where the Pistons and the Red Wings play. 75 beautiful degrees. And I parked for free in the MGM Grand.
It's the sign and sets. The 1-2. Fastball low at 97.
There you go. That's better.
2 strikes.
I'm going to go back to Chicago. Well, not that far. I'll exit at Telegraph Road. I know I'm getting close when I see the artwork here, the Super Bowl-inspired bridges. Folks, that's it. Thanks for watching. Good night.